What's good, Renegade Nation? Before we begin the video, I'd like to give a shout out to our most recent Patreon supporters and YouTube members. Rened Vouchy 126, Longfoot, Austin Baker Golf, The Mysterious Midnight, Tatcap, Don King, Casey Merritt, Gino, Layla M, Lorenzo Baxter, Richard Cardamone, Disgruntled DM, Sergio Talamantes Flores, Alan Barty, Farah, Andy Jackson, Jesus Berreda, Alexander Thomas, Justin Fountain, Willie Boughton, Vocaloider 97, Kalen Fisher, Redemption, Trent Dragoo, Oryxon, Golden Gear Grinder, MZ, Marvoius, Brea Rose, Austin, Tony Seiler, Anon Omit, Warner, X Nova X Knight X, Jacob Dimmler, Richard Black, Abigail Stember, Christopher Heckel, Chris O, Elijah Moffat, Alexander Rost, James Anderson, Jonathan Emil, Ace Attorney Fan 621, Jamie, Crawler XP, Larry Walker, Musa, and Benjamin Gomez. And I would also like to give a shout out to our executive producers, Joshua Fix, The Gimpster 101, and Bevan Rummett. Thank you all very much for your support. If you want to become a YouTube member, click the join button down beside the subscribe button. And if you want to join our Patreon, feel free to click the link down below to find out more. We'll see you there.
I don't like bacon. I call you.
What did you say about bacon?
I love guns.
Better watch what you say, mama.
Do I have my hat on, Clarity? My FBI hat? Hell yeah.
FBI, open up!
Okay, kids, what did we learn?
I often give a lot of thought into gaming when it comes to certain things. You know, I'm a bit over. I overthink things a lot when it comes to games. I often tie myself up in loops thinking of all of the wrong things, like all of the smaller, more finer details, before actually doing anything of note within the game. So, above all, there's a lot of mysteries to gaming that I still don't know and still don't understand. I know that Scott is probably going to talk about several things that I'm familiar with, but I guarantee you he's going to... there's a lot of things here I'm going to be introduced to. If he does so happen to refer to Polybius, the supposed game that the U.S. government used on the population, then yeah, I've heard of it, but there's multiple ways the theory goes. Like, they used it to find out who would be who would make a good computer programmer, or they used it to hypnotize certain people for MK Ultra shit. I've heard a lot of different stuff. I've just heard of everything in the world about this. But yeah, The Great Mysteries of Gaming by Scott the Woz. A lot of people have been very, very glad that I've been watching more Scott the Woz. There's several that I've watched with Chad and Nick, which, again, there's reasons why Chad and Nick are not able to be a part of reactions the way they used to be, mostly because of their own personal schedules changing, including Nick's. His music schedule has picked up a lot because they've been recording here recently. And yeah, it's just one of those things. But also, yeah, if you all are enjoying me watching Scott the Woz, I mean, I guess you know, you can let me know in the comments down below, because I'm down for this kind of shit. I love reacting to videos to do with gaming, and especially ones that catch me off guard and things that I can talk about. But anyway, let's get this up on screen. These are The Mysteries of Gaming by Scott the Woz. Here we go.
Hey, yo, Scott here, quick. What's the first thing you think of when you think mysterious? Mysteries, right. There are so many questions in life that are left unanswered, like, what's the point, why bother, and who cares? That's why I'm scouring the closet for answers to gaming's greatest mysteries, like,
Okay.
Didn't Luigi say f***ing Mario Golf? Alright, we have the answer to why the Xbox One cases are the way they are, and, oh hey, check this out, it's my first fan art of Madden. Okay, yeah, I got invited to a dinner party by Chet Shaft. He used to be my manager when I worked at Games on a Shelf, and then I quit / ran the store out of business. I think I put this with all the other letters I don't want to deal with. You have been cordially invited to a dinner party celebrating us all making it this far in life.
Okay. IRS.gov open immediately. Someone hasn't been paying their taxes. I know a good tax attorney, Scott. Maybe he could work with you.
Deal with. You have been cordially invited to a dinner party celebrating us all making it this far in life. I knew living would get me somewhere someday. I mean, me and Chet aren't friends. We're more so he fucking hates me friends. But this dinner party seems
Been
to
there,
be
been there.
for lashing out at me. You think you know how to run a business? I know a guy with a NASA shirt, okay? I earned this job. I miss the lack of drama. I should probably stop by for just a bit. Now, under normal circumstances, that means no stupid Nintendo game talk. I'm gonna be a little too busy at the dinner party. But I thought ahead. I pre-recorded myself talking about gaming mysteries.
Hey y'all, Scott here.
God, I sound like that. As a player of all things video games, I think it's fair to say I deserve answers. Mysteries are what keeps humanity at the edge of their seats. It's absolutely terrifying knowing you don't know something. Is the Loch Ness Monster real or was it just a fist? But with video games, these things can be so complex and have such lengthy histories to them that either some things are just left unexplained or theories and urban legends arise. These mysteries can range from, can you jump the flagpole in Super Mario Bros. To, is Luigi f***ing dead? One of the most notorious urban legends in video games was with Super Mario 64 and Luigi in that game. And it wasn't whether he said f*** or not, because this isn't Mario Golf. He wasn't...
A lot of people... I actually tried to get this. I actually tried to unlock Luigi in Super Mario Brothers. Not possible, because he's not in the game.
Even there. See, up until Mario 64, we've had a pretty good ratio of games with Luigi to games without Luigi. He was playable in all the mainline Marios prior to 64. And then priority shifted and Luigi wasn't playable. He didn't appear in the game whatsoever, not even mentioned. So of course speculation started to get a little wild, and I still have my picket sign from the protests. Why wasn't Luigi in Mario 64? Was he just that well hidden in the game? Well, ever since the game launched, many fans noticed this sign in the courtyard of Peach's castle. Now, under normal circumstances, it's gibberish, but when we slide the Virgin Gogs on, we can make out that it potentially says L is real 2401. Now, what does that mean? No sex for me, thanks. Many took this as a hint.
God.
Luigi was real alright, and he was in Mario 64 after all. So let's dissect this phrase. L is real 2401.
Yeah.
Luigi is real, and the only thing in Mario 64 with a number that high would be the number of coins in the entire game. After all, you get a star for collecting 100 coins in each level. That lends credibility to the fact there could be a reward for collecting every single coin in the whole game, and that reward would be related to the letter L. Problem is, there isn't 2,401 coins in Mario 64, so that's a problem. And as a bonus, collecting them all doesn't do anything. However, we can look into this even harder. L is real 2401 may just correlate to Paper Mario's release on the Nintendo 64. Luigi was real in that game. I saw him. And 2401 was the release date in North America. Kinda. So it didn't release on February 4th, 2001, it released on February 5th, 2001. Well, if this theory holds any truth, then Nintendo knew what the general release date of Paper Mario was going to be back in Super Mario 64 release. That terrifies me. Why were they planning that far ahead? What were their goals? So why is L real 2401? I have no idea, and frankly, this blank is so blurry that you can come up with various other phrases it may look like. It's one of those things where since a lot of people were told it reads L is real 2401,
I wish I could go talk to, like, the programmer of the game who made this specific section of the fountain, just so that I could find out what in the hell that says. Because that baffled me. I did not know what it said. I heard, like, the L is real 2401. I heard a lot of things. But, no. None of it was true. None of it was true.
That's what a lot of people see. I don't know what the Aka Room people's deal is. Luigi was planned for Mario 64 in a potential multiplayer mode, but was pushed off to the side. He was playable in the remake Super Mario 64 DS, though. All of life's problems are solved when a character is playable in Mario 64 DS. Now, a lot of mysteries within gaming can be classified under conspiracy.
Oh, God. Is he going to go over the Ben drowned thing for Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask? Is he really going to touch on the Ben Drown thing?
Entirety of the legend of Zelda Majora's Mask.
No.
It was between this and the moon landing. I chose believing the less supported one. Majora's Mask is one dark Zelda title, and most dads would not let their daughters date this game. It's creepy, it's depressing, and many have discovered how the story of the game correlates with death, what happens before and after death, dealing with death, and many have theorized that Link himself was dead, and the entire game is basically his afterlife. There are lots of theories like this in games, some of which have turned out to be true, like how Super Mario Bros. 3 was supposed to be a play. You see how it opens up with a curtain ride?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Cast a shadow and have bolts on them like they were constructed as part of a set. Whenever a level ends, it's almost as if Mario was running off stage. This was a fan theory for the longest time until it was actually confirmed by Shigeru Miyamoto. Now, if this was an actual play, I could sit down and watch. Who wrote this?
Oh, hey y'all. Scott Wozniak, dinner partier here.
Jeb, vegan.
Terry Lessler, veganer.
Officer Steelwool, justice supporter.
Rex Mose, school dance chaperone and historian.
Wendy's employee.
Oh, so how do you all know Chet?
He was a former vegan, and he bought milk.
That son of a bitch!
I pulled him over for money laundering.
I'm chaperoning his dinner party.
He stole a bacon eater.
That son of a bitch!
I tanked the story managed and he convinced me to quit one of the only jobs I ever had. Now I'm living off of unemployment checks in fear.
Hi, Chet Chat, former Games on a Shelf manager, current doer of all things nothing. Welcome to the Shaft Family Estate's first annual dinner party, my largest priority at the moment. Due to some prior obligations, I can't be there with you tonight, but please feel free to help yourself to an old Shaft family recipe.
This is Jimmy Jones.
But then we go from theories to just the unexplained. Parts of games that were just never understood and remained elusive for so long. In GoldenEye 007, on the very first level, players noticed a building in the distance. You can just barely see it, and rumors floated around about being able to grab a boat and make your way over there, potentially getting some rewards. But no, this area is more or less placed there for show. While the developer's original intent was exactly what fans speculated, it was scrapped and just kept there as a scene setter. If that island didn't exist, the immersion would crumble. Everybody has their happy place. They wouldn't make the t-shirts if that wasn't the case, and mine is Shiverburn Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2.
Oh damn!
Level. There's
That's a
fire
great
and
level.
ice.
The three figures up on the hillside. Yeah, the three figures up on the cliff. Yeah, I wondered about them. They scared me. I was like, are they staring? Are they following me?
For much more than this. Sometimes I like to hit up to go into first-person view and look up at the mountains. Everybody has their happy place, and mine is Fleet Glide Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2. Galaxy in first person. Three beings just looking at you throughout the entire level.
Yep.
It doesn't matter where you are, as long as you can look up at the mountains.
They're just
They'll
looking
be
at
there,
you.
watching you. Now in Super Mario 3D Land, at the end of World 4-4, if you wait around, someone or something will fade in and fade out. Shiverburn Galaxy, I can sort of see these guys as a weird little thing accidentally getting thrown into the game. You know, they're ink blot tests. In 3D Land, this was a completely deliberate addition where one of the developers said, I want to make some kids shit themselves.
The Shaft family would like to express their gratitude to all attendees of the dinner party tonight. Terry Lessler and Jet, thank you for your strong acts of veganism. Carrots wouldn't be the same without you. Rick Mose, without you, I wouldn't be an alcoholic.
It's Rex!
Thank you for your strong acts of veganism. Carrots wouldn't be the same without you. Rick Mose, without you, I wouldn't be an alcoholic.
I was gonna say if I was drinking a natty light, I'd probably do the same thing.
Rex!
Officer Steel Wool, thank you for your years of service. Wendy's employee, thank you for your years of service. And Scott, without you, I wouldn't have lost my job at Games on a Shelf. Thank you, everybody. Please, help yourself to a complimentary table knife and dig.
Eh?
He's dead!
Alright, listen guys, I'm not one to leave the party early, but when people start getting murdered, that's where I draw the line.
Yeah, somebody's been murdered. Yeah. Yeah, can you pick that up on the way home?
No, okay, we can leave. Okay, Chip said the party's over at 9. He's fucking dead. We at least owe him this.
I'll stay. I'm free.
Listen, we can get the murder stench out of here by listening to some good old-fashioned video game mysteries.
Somebody f***ing died!
Grand Theft Auto San Andreas has a little bit of something for everybody. Gunplay, driving, not Bigfoot. The existence of Bigfoot in San Andreas is always a huge rumor. Apparently within the forest, you could find Bigfoot lurking around.
This is also a game where ghost cars can chase after you.
The whole thing about Bigfoot got so out of control that eventually Rockstar was just like, alright, you want Bigfoot in the game? Alright, motherfucker. Bigfoot's in the fucking game. But after, it was like, I think GTA, it was in Red Dead Redemption, and then it was put in GTA 5. And of course it was, make it stop, human. And then I was like, I think it was Franklin who finds it, he's like, man, shut the fuck up.
A developer on the game stated that Bigfoot was in there at one point, but he was told to take it out for the final release. However, there's supposedly a 10% chance of seeing Bigfoot. There's also no Bigfoot model in the game's code, so I don't know about this one.
Alright, so we all hated Chet, right?
Yeah.
He's a born-again carnivore, he's led many to unemployment, he's money laundered, he's wronged all of us. Who's to say one of us isn't the killer?
That's right. If we can't leave, we might as well find out who viciously murdered Chad.
Oh, I love puzzles.
Guys, listen, one of us may be a murderer, but we're all human at the end of the day. Let's just listen to some gaming mysteries about Luigi and call it a night.
Wasn't that the guy that said f***ing Mario Golf?
Luigi's Mansion. F***ing scary, right? It's my go-to box art to piss myself to. Well, there are a few parts of the game that have some sinister and chilling implications. Like, that is what you call a dead baby.
Oh, is it the one where it looks like Luigi has hung himself? You know, from whenever after the power goes out.
But there was one part in the third area of the game. After a bolt of lightning strikes, we can see Luigi's shadow is hanging in the air, implying that Luigi is hanging himself. Now, was this an intentionally chilling addition to the game, or was it a glitch due to the game's camera being at an angle it's not usually used to, which accidentally pushed Luigi's shadow up higher than usual?
It's the second one.
Huh.
This is great. It's like a murder mystery with the murder and the mystery.
You're taking this pretty well, man.
Who's to say you're not the killer? You're acting pretty carefree right now for someone whose life's at stake.
It's a murder, not a tax audit. We'll be fine.
Well, what about the Wendy's employee? Nobody ever suspects the Wendy's employee.
Well, what about Steel Wool? He has a gun.
Jim has a knife.
Yeah, for fun, not for murder.
Guys, deep down,
I was going to say, is that a poke at vegan gains? Is that a poke at vegan gains? Because if it is, that's actually pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Fool, he has a gun.
Jim has a knife.
Yeah, for fun, not for murder.
Guys, deep down, we can all be a murderer if we want. So let's just get down to the bottom of this. By a show of hands, who here murdered Chet? Damn it.
Some mysteries aren't too sinister and were just unknown aspects of games, like jumping the flagpole in Super Mario Bros. I mean, when I played this game, I would sometimes think, I'm gonna do it. And guess what? I've never been able to live that down. This game is engineered to make it hard to jump over the flagpole, and it makes sense. What does anybody gain from that? Now, a famous level where you can do that is 3-3. With these platforms, it's more than possible to waste an afternoon. But the one people were always wondering about was World 1-1, the very first level. Is it possible? Yes, it is. F*** you, Nintendo. It's all due to a glitch here. We gotta stand on this block here and wait for the Koopa Troopa to fall down the hole. Jumping up here at the right moment will hit him. Then he'll come back and we have to follow him to the end of the level while grabbing a mushroom. Then we jump at the right moment to jump off of him to get over the flagpole.
Oh.
There are lots of glitches that have their own mystery behind them. Like with Pokemon Red and Blue with the Pokemon Missing No, which stands for Missing Number. It's a glitch where the game basically has no idea what Pokemon should appear, but it's kind of taken on a life of its own. People refer to Missing No as if it's an actual Pokemon when it's just a jumble of code.
I tried to catch Missing No, and you can't catch it. It pretty much has the same properties as that one, is it a Cubone or a Marowak ghost? But you can't catch it. Instead, all you do is, after you defeat it, the third item in your inventory is now, you get, I think you get 100 or you get infinite. So, make sure that the Master Ball is your third item in your inventory, and you can literally catch any and every Pokemon in the freaking game. It's awesome.
Super Smash Bros. Melee's Daisy trophy has a third eye on the back of her head. I mean, I wasn't expecting that, but I'm not surprised.
Listen, maybe the murderer isn't one of us. Maybe the murderer's hiding somewhere in the building. We should split up into groups. That way, we can't all get murdered.
I like it. Feeling lucky tonight.
Okay, so if any of you die, you have to tell me, okay?
Wait, look! It looks like whoever the killer is had dark hair.
Oh, good, that narrowed it down a bit.
Final Fantasy VII features the death of Aerith. However, many rumors floated around about being able to stop that from happening and keep her in your party. You cannot. A lot of these mysteries are formed by what fans want to see, or what the game says and just never elaborates on. Street Fighter 2, Ryu says the infamous phrase, "You must defeat Shenlong to stand a chance." Now, I'm sure the localization team at the time said, "Oh yeah, people will like this. It really makes Ryu seem determined to win." When in reality, everybody said, "Who the fuck is Shenlong?" It was a mistranslation of Ryu stating, "If you cannot overcome the Shoryuken, you cannot win." There was a lot of mystery surrounding who Shenlong was for the longest time, with the magazine EGM just refusing to put out the flames. They were well known for their April Fool's hoaxes, and one of them happened to be details on how to find Shenlong and some background to the character. Capcom themselves have joked about the character, fake announcing him for Street Fighter 4, and similarly, the original Mortal Kombat featured some extra code, Ermac.
Ermac,
Many
yeah.
thought Ermac was a secret character. They added him eventually.
Yep.
Alrighty. So now that we're all alone, we're all friends here.
Who the fuck are you?
We're just gonna cut to the chase. Were you the murderer?
The only thing I feel is not abstinence. So it's possible you killed him. That's impossible. I hate murder.
So do I. But you don't see me bragging about it.
You know, that's it. I've had it. Good luck not murdering people. Murderers.
Oh, that's creepy. Ow.
Tomb Raider was infamous for the rumor of the nude code.
I remember that.
That would make the character Lara Croft completely nude for players 13 and up. Yeah, that just doesn't work. Lara Croft was a sex symbol in gaming, and the idea of a PlayStation 1 character naked, well, who doesn't like that? The developers always teased fans about the code, making it obvious that it was very unlikely it actually existed, but never fully denying its existence either, obviously to keep people desperately wondering. It was later confirmed that a nude code never existed.
Yeah, I know I'm making merch tonight, but I don't care. Who the fuck ever thought this was real?
I died.
Oh, great.
Bone cancer. The murderer not only killed Shed, but peer pressured Javed to death.
He was like that when I got here.
Sonic CD features a sound test option for inputting the code. When we're at the sound test, we can listen to all the sounds and music in the game, and if we select these specific options and hit start, I just wanted to listen to music. This screen
That's terrifying.
is infamous and incredibly bizarre. We have 24 Sonics with a human face. Somebody wanted this. Now, of course, with the mustache, it's obvious this is supposed to be Sonic fused with Mario. The Japanese text translates to "Fun is Infinite, Sega Enterprises, image by Majin." Now, Majin apparently means the devil. I knew something was up with this game. In actuality, Majin refers to Masato Nishimura, as Majin was his childhood nickname. So it's fine. The screen is fine. I mean, it's not like the screen is going to kill me at a dinner party or anything, so it's fine.
It's a common saying.
The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past's biggest mystery for many people was the existence of the Chris Houlihan room, a room named after the winner of a Nintendo Power Contest. You can get to it in a few different ways, and it's just filled with rupees. Yeah, that's cool or whatever. I want to see him in Smash Brothers as much as the next guy, but what about a secret that's not only in a Zelda game, but numerous other Nintendo games as well? Totaka's song is a little ditty normally hidden in games composed by Kazumi Totaka. Luigi's Mansion, Mario Paint, Link's Awakening, Yoshi's Story, Mario Land 2. It's hidden in so many games. But there are a few games Totaka has worked on where it still hasn't been found. Many have thought the sound of the tennis ball hitting the racket in Wii Sports was Totaka's song. If you play each hit together, it may sound like it, but that may be due to your brain telling you to think it's playing Totaka's song. Weirdly enough, a game he straight up directed Wii Music apparently doesn't have Totaka's song in there at all. I mean, it may be hiding in there, but I think we know everything Wii Music ever had to say. It has nothing to hide.
Pretty cool, right?
Ah, shit, Terry's dead.
Great. Now there's only 4 people listening.
Now, there's only one thing more addictive than reading actual mysteries about video games.
Nicotine?
Reading fake mysteries about video games.
Oh.
Creepypasta is big here on the internet.
God.
It's all about using one of these to scare the fuck out of some kids. These are internet scary stories.
Been
and
drowned,
lots of them have
there
to
it
do with
is.
Video games. They almost always have to do with some kid buying a used copy of a game and it's haunted. There's disturbing imagery and weird things happening while playing the game. What the hell are these ghost priorities?
Alright, we should just call the police already.
We should just solve that. Figure out who's the murderer.
Yeah, I'm getting real tired of trying to figure out who the murderer is. Somebody just wants to step up and be the murderer so we can all go home. I'm all for it.
Alright, Scott, seal roll. Rex, you're dead.
But while creepypastas are fake
Damn it.
mysteries about video games, how about real-life mysteries about video games? In 2007, Madden 08 released to the masses, but weirdly enough, it got prequels each year prior. Madden 1999 released and was the first one to do so without Uncle Madden on the cover. No. This one featured an athlete, and it's been a tradition.
The Madden
for almost
Curse.
every athlete who made the Madden cover to soon after get injured. This is the Madden Curse, and if we're not careful enough, it'll get us too. Who would have thought Madden on your chest could lead to injuries?
Maybe there's a gas leak or something. Maybe that's why everybody's dying. Thanks, I was talking. Oh shit, it was you! Take off your mask, who are you? I never would have guessed!
It's time to meet your end.
Getting murdered is the least of my concerns right now. Why did you do it?
Shet deserved it, he wondered. I was too shy to mention that I was the one that killed him, so I thought it'd be easier to kill everyone.
Really?
That's
5
it?
homicides and that's your reason?
Make that 6.
You ever hear of the Madden Curse?
Oh, my foot!
I did it. I solved the mystery.
I have seen a lot of murders in my day, and all 6 of them were today. The guys are all getting treated for murder at the hospital. They should all be fine. I'm pretty happy nothing happened to me, though. I have jury duty tomorrow, which means I can't die. If I don't show up, I'll go to prison.
Oh shit! There's a video where Scott talks about Polybius. Nice. Okay, I didn't know that. So yeah, there you go. The great mysteries of gaming, the Madden Curse. There's very few years where the Madden Curse does not affect an athlete. I started noticing it when I think it was Sean Alexander was on the Madden cover, and he broke his foot the next season. Let's see, the Madden Curse. Let's look in. There it is, the Madden Curse. So let's see here. So of the 22 players who have been selected to grace the cover of Madden through the seasons, 16 have had terribly or shortly abruptly ended seasons following the cover debut. So, Madden 21, Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson has had a bit of a down year, but not like a terrible year. So I'd say he he evaded the Madden Curse. Let's see. Pat Mahomes, NFL 2020. He injured his leg. He injured his leg, but that's still, the curse strikes, then it doesn't. Yeah. He was struck with it early, and then he was afflicted with a knee injury, but he and his team still went on to win the Super Bowl. So no. Antonio Brown. The man has lost his frickin' mind. Ever since that Vontaze Burfict hit, Antonio Brown has not been the same. And he has had a very drastic change in not just like his attitude, but his overall approach to the game. It's weird. So Antonio Brown, he is Tom Brady. This one Curse didn't strike. Gronk, oh god, Gronk. The Curse strikes, Gronk was hurt. Was it Odell Beckham? Yeah. The Curse, Odell Beckham since the 2016 season has not been the same. He has had a very marked downhill turn as a receiver. He actually injured his ACL earlier this year. And he's had since 2016 has had nothing but bad years. Richard Sherman, didn't really strike him, but he did have some down years after he left in his last couple years with the Seahawks, when the Legion of Boom was being disassembled rather. Adrian Peterson, all day. The Curse strikes. Yep. Calvin Johnson, Curse doesn't strike, but he did retire a couple years later at the very young age of, I believe, 31, 32. So, yeah, he was pretty young. Peyton Hillis. Yep. Him, yeah, he's, the curse struck hard on him. Drew Brees, yeah, the 2010 season. There were 2 cover athletes on this one. Curse strikes, yes. Brett Favre, curse strikes. Vince Young, one of the biggest disappointments in NFL history. The curse struck hard. That's the one I remember first hearing about. Sean Alexander in 07. Man broke his foot and was never the same. He retired a couple years later. Donovan McNabb, curse struck. Ray Lewis, curse struck. He got injured. Michael Vick, that's probably the most famous one. Looking back, that is probably the most famous example. And yeah, he broke his leg, and he was not able to play until, like, I think the 12th game of the season. Marshall Faulk, yep, same thing there. Dante Culpepper, yep. Eddie George, yep. Barry Sanders and Dorsey Levens. Oh, okay, so Dorsey Levens. So the curse struck. Yeah, Barry Sanders retired. He abruptly retired. And then, of course, Garrison Hurst, the original cover athlete to be injured. Yeah, he was never the same after that injury. So, yeah, the Madden Curse is real. The Madden Curse is... I think the Madden Curse is it's not... The part of my brain that is critical of like bullshit theories and stuff like that, I find myself often like lurching towards that side when it comes to curses and myths and theories and shit like that. I don't know. I mean, there's a part of me that is spiritual, but at the same time, I don't know. I mean, that's the one thing. Like, I've gotten in plenty of arguments with like people in terms of religious philosophy and everything, and at the end of the day, the argument always comes down to you don't know, therefore you cannot fully say, therefore you cannot be absolute, therefore no one is right. Boom. That's it. Beyond the veil of death, no one truly knows what is there. So yeah. Anyway. God. So, The Great Mysteries of Gaming by Scott the Woz. Gotta say, that mystery during it was pretty funny. Not gonna lie. He was invited to a dinner party, and he went. And, yeah. Yeah, he did his thing. So yeah, Scott the Woz. Leaving a like on the video. And I guess if you want to see more from Scott the Woz, you know what to do. You can hit. You can actually hit his name in the title of the video. Click that, and it will take you directly to his channel, where you can be. And also, if you want to subscribe, you can be a part of the 1.27 million subs to his channel. Damn, good shit, Scott. Good shit. So I guess that's gonna do it, ladies and gentlemen. So I guess until next time, signing off. I'm Nate. I'll see you then. Peace out.